About this.
Hands it off. And that's a zig and a zag for Rodney Hammond Jr. Breaks free in the secondary. A foot race. 35-30, 25-20, 15-10. Touchdown, Rodney Hammond. He runs it 66 yards for the score.
He's back. I don't know what happened. I just know that I didn't think he was going to play the rest of the year. I know he's been practicing. I know that Reed's really good. I think Rodney Hammond's really good, too.
He's very good.
And he's back.
And you know what? He's a really good kid, too. And whenever this news went down, whatever it, happened, that he was suspended for the year, that was, that was a punch to the stomach personally, because I know him very well, and I know how hard he works, and I know that he is a good kid. And I didn't even bother to ask what happened. It is what it is. But to know that he has this opportunity, and from everything that I know from the first 4-5 weeks of the season and through training camp, that, he's showed up to practice every day. He's been there with his teammates every day. He's cheered on Desmond Reed. He's helped every single time whenever I'm on the sidelines, whenever he wasn't playing. He was sitting next to the running backs during, the defensive series, always involved and just keeping everybody's spirits up. To find out that he is now eligible and able to play, I'm not only happy for the football team, because it's going to help them tremendously, because he was, maybe arguably one of the best players that they had coming back on offense coming into this year with a new offense. I mean, he's had 16 touchdowns in his career. He had 4 touchdowns last year, 547 yards rushing on 118 carries. Not only am I happy for the team to get a significant player, but I'm happy for him. I'm really happy for him. I'm really happy that, his life isn't altered, because that was a life-altering situation. Whatever it is, you don't get to play a college football season because you're suspended. Like, people see, whenever it could have changed his life in the worst way. And now for him to get that opportunity, I think he very deserves that. His family deserves that. And this team does deserve that. And, like we've been saying, we don't know what it was. I don't really care what it was. I just know that he's going to be, number 6 is going to be putting on a Pitt jersey tomorrow, and he's going to be frothing at the mouth to get a carry. Oh, yeah. Like, better watch out. You better watch out, because that guy is just primed and ready with a huge chip on his shoulder to go in there alongside of Desmond Reed, who's been playing fantastic and is healthy now. I'd watch out. He's a good player.
Desmond Reed listed at 5'8", 175, and I remember watching that Cincinnati game, and he seeks out contact, too, at his size. He was getting up slow a lot. Tough as nails, Desmond Reed, but I think to get the best out of him, to have Desmond Reed, who is really one of the more dynamic running backs in the entire country, have him at his best as this conference schedule picks up towards the end of the year. You want a guy like Rodney Hammond, little 1A, little 1B. And Rodney Hammond can be a hammer, not to say that he doesn't have good speed, too. I mean, we just heard the play-by-play clip there of a 66-yard run. Like, he can run away from people, too. He's not the biggest guy in the world. They're kind of similar. He seems a little more stout to me.
Yeah.
And he'll put that helmet down. He'll put the shoulder down. I think this makes Pitt's running attack, which is already good. We know they've got an elite passing attack. Now there's just so many ways that they can get you, and you've got depth, and you don't feel like you're going to run a Desmond Reed into the ground. This is a really big deal for Pitt.
I truly believe this, and I said this before the season in 2022, that Rodney Hammond Jr. was that injury away in against West Virginia at home that when the series first came back, of probably 60-40 carries, him and Izzy Abanikanda.
Yeah.
Like, I think Izzy Abanikanda, and not to take anything away from Izzy, got drafted, and he was fast and really good player. But I think that Izzy Abanikanda had the year he did because Rodney was hurt all year. Because Rodney Hammond in that game, early in that game, like he was toting the rock. Like they would have shared the reps throughout the season if Rodney would have stayed healthy. And not only Rodney coming back. I mean, if you paid attention to last game, I know that it was Youngstown State, but Daniel Carter, I mean, showing explosiveness. He's a bigger back. So now, and Derek Davis as well. So now you got 4 backs that you're heading into ACC play with, that you're feeling more comfortable with. It's a very significant upgrade for this Pitt offense.
You need 3 in college. You need 4 in college. And you're not going to have guys who are going to play at 100%. That's just football. Yeah, this is a big deal. I wouldn't put it past Cade Bell to have both guys on the field at the same time. We know how Desmond Reed can catch the football, but you bring up the Izzy Abanikanda thing, like the thunder and lightning kind of deal there. Same sort of thing with Desmond Reed. You said he handled himself as well as you possibly can going through all this adversity. So good for Rodney Hammond, and it's big for Pitt. We'll get into North Carolina v. Pitt in the 8 o'clock hour. Big game, ACC play opening up, Pitt a favorite on the road.